108, 109, 110. Whew, okay. Alright, Fusion. Well, there actually is a reason that I'm in my garage this morning. I'm working out. I've been doing this P90X thing. Maybe you heard about me talk about it from stage, and let me tell you, it will kick your butt. And I'm a little winded right now, actually. I didn't plan on that. But I'm not here to talk about P90X, but if you are interested in it, you can go to that website right there and check it out. Okay. I'm here to talk about something even bigger than P90X, even bigger than working out. I was working out tonight and just kind of had this God thought. And it's something that, I don't know, it's not going to be a new scripture for some of you to look at, but it's going to be something important, I think. And it comes from 1 Timothy 4:7. Paul's instructing his disciple, Timothy, and he says this: train yourself to be godly. He said, for physical training is of some value, but godliness has value for all things, holding promise for both the present life and the life to come. And something about that just really struck me interesting. He said, train yourself to be godly. And hopefully you know that the physical training is of some value, but godliness has value for all things. I mean, hopefully that's a no-brainer for you if you're watching this. If not, turn the light on. Physical training is great. Doing push-ups, pull-ups, running, trying to get your body in shape, eating well, that's all great. But godliness, that has value for all things. And I just kind of got this mental image today that I think a lot of us kind of look in the mirror and we're like, trying to see how we size up in the mirror. Have I gained weight? Have I lost weight? Am I getting in better shape? But how many times do we do that spiritually? How often do we examine ourselves? David even writes about that in the Psalms. God, I want to examine myself. You examine me. See if there's any unclean way in me. How many times do we stand in the mirror and look at ourselves spiritually? How fit are you spiritually? Are you more distressed about how out of shape you are physically? Or are you more distressed about how out of shape you are spiritually? So I want to challenge you with that this morning. We're just starting our second full week of Fusion on Tour, and maybe you're somewhere along in the spectrum. Maybe you're gung-ho telling everybody about Jesus. Maybe you haven't even told one person or even stepped out there a little bit. But I just want to challenge you with this today and tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. This Fusion on Tour thing isn't just all about sharing Jesus with the world. It's about taking some time and reconnecting with the Lord. And so I just want to challenge you with that today and tomorrow. I want to challenge you to read an epistle. That's one of the books here towards the end of the New Testament. Maybe you read one of the Peter books. Maybe you read one of the John books. Me and a bunch of guys are reading through the book of 1 John. And so that's only 5 chapters. So I just challenge you to read maybe the book of 1 John just a few times through, 5 chapters, just over the next few days. And just take some time to reconnect with God. Maybe you would just take a minute and do one of the hardest things possible. And you would stare in the mirror spiritually. Say, man, what do I look like? What do I need to work on? How can I train myself to be godly? How can you train yourself to be godly? Just a few simple ways. It's reading the scriptures. It's praying. It's talking to God. And then it's acting on the things that you know. It's living out righteousness. Choosing self-control, choosing righteousness, learning to say no to sin and yes to God. Let's train ourselves to be godly, because godliness has value for all things. And so again, guys, I challenge you to do that. As much as we're concerned about how fit we are physically, let's get concerned about how fit we are spiritually. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the rest of your lives, you can have time to share your faith. But just for these 1 or 2 days, let's really focus on you and Jesus, the first commandment, loving God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And don't forget, Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. That is our share your Get to Know Your Neighbor Day. It's one of our tour dates here on Fusion on Tour. That's coming up. So go ahead and be getting ready for that. Just start going ahead and thinking through what that looks like. Even today, Summer and I, we handed out invitations to a barbecue that we're going to do over at our house pretty soon. We went ahead and went door to door and just knocked on the doors and invited people, just connected with some of our neighbors for the very first time. We've lived here almost 3 years, and we just now made a small connection with a few of these people. But man, that's what this thing is about. That's one of the things that Fusion on Tour is about, is getting to know the people in your community. So ultimately, man, you can shine the love of Jesus Christ with them. But today, specifically, what I challenge you to do is train yourself to be godly. All right, Fusion, let's do it. I'll see you tomorrow.